Welcome to Prisoners of Ulag'Bal, Cornish first look video. This is a deck building RPG dungeon crawler developed and published by DF Games, and we're going to have a quick look at it to see if you're interested. So let's check out the settings. Volume, VSync and graphics. Let's put it to epic. Okay, let's view the tutorial. Choosing your class. Each class has different playstyles and completely unique. They all offer different cards and equipment. Knight is a powerful melee fighter, skilled with weapons, is capable of buffing himself to inflict major damage. Thief is a nimble assassin, trained in the art of stealth, poison and throwing weapons, able to adapt to any situation. Mage, the mage is a young but experienced spellcaster. She is trained in all types of elemental magic, capable of inflicting debilitating ailments on her foes. Using your starting deck. Each class has multiple starting decks to help plan your strategy. Try them to see which you best suited to your style. Mauling Might, Brutal Bleeding, Striking Shock. Okay. Receive your dungeon deck. You will receive a dungeon deck comprised of enemy and event cards. These cards represent your journey in card form. Each card represents either a battle or a special event. Choose from 3 dungeon cards each turn to craft your own adventure. Okay. Cards. At the beginning of each turn you will draw 5 cards. Cards are your main way of dealing damage, block incoming damage and inflicting deadly status effects. Cards have a mana cost in the top left hand corner, and will replenish a total of 3 mana per turn. Okay, and text described it does. So it's your basic deck building. Inflicting and receiving status effects. Many cards and equipment inflict status effects like block, burn, or might. They can greatly help you or hinder the enemy. Synergize your equipment and cards with similar status effects to amplify your strength. Okay. Like your burn effect at the end of the turn, receive damage equal to the number of stacks. They increase by 1, decrease by 1 for every card played. Burn does not damage at the end of the turn. Burn does damage at the end of the turn and increases its stacks. Play low mana cards to quickly extinguish it. Okay. Equip yourself for success. Equipment like light cards are invaluable on your journey through the dungeon. Equipment can primarily be purchased from merchants, but you can also be acquired for various special events. Everlasting Ember equipment. Damage from burn now heals you. Okay. Strongest potions. Potions are consumables that give powerful one-time effects. Potions can heal, deal damage, and inflict status effects. Potions are brought from merchants or found after battles. Right here, so standard stuff. And that's the tutorial complete. Okay. Let's give it a right. I'm going to go with Knight, a loyal retainer to a once great lord of the lands. The Knight's life took a dark turn when the sinister warlock appeared. The lord whom he had loved and sworn to protect fell under the warlock's malevolent influence, becoming twisted and corrupt. Once noble court turned into a den of shadows and deceit. Recognizing the Knight's unwavering loyalty and potential threat to his nefarious plans, the warlock devised a cruel fate for him. With a wave of his hand and a dark incantation, the warlock banished the Knight to a sunken prison deep beneath the earth where the light of day could never reach. The Knight, now trapped in this forsaken dungeon, only dream of the day he can escape and restore the honour to his fallen lord. Okay, that's fine. There are no run modifiers. Let's have a look at it, shall we? Choose your starting deck. Blistering Burns, Spike Surge, Mauling Might. Doesn't say what it does, but let's go Mauling Might. Deck chosen. The dungeon awaits. The cards of the dastardly foretell your fates. Okay, skeleton mage, hobgoblin raiders, more mages, collector merchants. So all these are all the things that we have in our deck. Okay. Lots of interesting stuff. Let's enter. I'm not going to cheat and spend the entire time looking. You can choose your path. A rest site, recover your health, or upgrade a card. Fight a rat alchemist. Fight an accursed skull. Let's fight a rat alchemist. So I probably want to save this. Okay. Path is chosen. Rat like an alchemist. Player's turn. Let's go with... Okay, how do I... Doesn't tell me how I select cards. One moment. Like, yeah, but how do I... So you had a double right left click. Okay. Would it be nice for them to actually say that? So it took a bit of damage. And they're going to poison us. Because we're taking damage. We're not going to be able to kill them this turn. At least your status effects stack, which is nice. Okay. Money. Draft a card. What do we get? Take 3 damage, gain 1 mana, gain 1 might. Okay, get burn. It's always useful to have. Blood gnat. Fight a swarm of blood gnats. Air conjuration. Fight an air conjuration. Fight a collector mage. Let's try that one. Oh, this looks terrifying. Inflict paralysis. Let's smack some burn on it and then do a bit of blocking. Okay, so that's going to come out swinging, I take it. Block, and I can't do anything else. Okay. Block. Smack it in the face. I can't do anything else. Okay, let's block. Keep getting block up. That's all I can do. It keeps setting me on fire. I don't like this guy. Let's go with this. Everything hurts. Okay. Across the week. So it's your basic deck builder. Just trying to figure out how this plays out. Collection, collector, question of gnome, trying to find inspiration in collections. Ogre's hand, merchant. No adventurer. Okay. So I take it in this we basically want to thin out our deck of things that we don't need, like every other dungeon builder. Purge a basic block. And with the money we want to have left, we probably want to get stalwart. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, there was obviously items here as well. Right, so this is basically your standard deck builder. Okay. Let's get that up. Aye. Can't see what the enemy's burn effect is. Of course, I wouldn't get the card I actually needed. That seems useful. Let's re-heal. I gotta say, this is a pretty brutal deck builder, to be honest. Let's go to the merchant. At the beginning of your turn, gain +1. Lance deals 10 damage, deals more damage, okay. With the amount of money I have, something like this may be interesting. I don't know what any of the combos do or anything like that, so it's always hard to tell with deck builders what's a good run. Let's fight the mummy, I suppose. Mummies are never good things to fight. Inflict slow, add dead weight. Okay, let's... put that on. So it's going to punch me in the face. That was surprisingly easy. Let's get another stalwart shield and pull something out of the deck. If we are able to. Ooh, treasure chest. It reminds me of like the Hand of Fate games, where you basically sort of made a custom deck and went through like an adventure. If in your adventure you come across a chest, well, not ordinary, the chest seems fairly clean for having been in such a dark environment. Your eyes over the distance, but you cannot miss from what you can tell. Keep your distance, walk away, nothing happens. Be careful, look at the chest, weapon drawn already. You reach out your hand and begin to open the chest lid. You appear inside and watch what your prize. Sneak attack. You deal 4 damage, deal 5 more if this card is the first play this turn. Okay. Vampire bats, skeleton. Let's go for the vampire bats and see how bad it can be. It's going to be probably draining our life. Yeah. Okay. Let's set it on fire and get ourselves a bit of block up. And it completely got rid of my... Oh, that sucks. It's not weakened. but no negative status effects, and I need to basically... Man, that thing's annoying. So basically burn is a pointless... Okay. That could be interesting if I can keep going and get some health. Cursed Anvil Merchant. I need something that makes... gives cards weak. When if you draft a card, gain 5, at the beginning of combat, draw a card. Pile of gold, gain 60 gold. Okay, that's fine. I want to pull a basic block out. None of these really interest me. Unending Assault, maybe. Okay, so whatever cards you have left in the deck. Okay, fight the zombie. Whatever cards you haven't explored, I think, are the only ones you've got left. So if you spawn all your heals early. Okay. We'll get a bit of block off, but we'll still take a bit of damage. Okay. Armoring up, or is it going just to be a pain? Okay. I don't like it the status effects come right at the end, because basically it means that any kind of debuff ability is pretty much useless. Because, yeah, like, the problem with having stat debuffs which are ticked down when enemies card is that unless you can really sort of boost how often they occur, they become just basically a pointless thing to have. Because like, oh yeah, low mana cost cards, like it seems the enemies doesn't have a mana cost, so nothing of particular noteworthy anyway. I would like to do some healing. I mean, to be honest, yeah, fight a devouring worm, so this is a boss fight. Yeah, this is a boss fight and I'm going to lose. Like, there is no good way for me to basically get out of this. I don't know, like... I'm just not feeling this particular... I don't know what it is, but there's something about this game that's just not doing it for me. I don't know if it's just the status effects, how they work in game. So I hate it just like how your status effects get decreased by abilities. It means that if you're doing a fire build, it's pretty much useless. I don't know, I'm not feeling this particular roguelike, to be honest. Like as a deck builder it's fine, I just don't like how it's really quite obvious. Like deal 20 damage, yep, fine, okay. My first impressions are not a fan. To be honest, I don't like how, for example, like, oh yeah, your status effects tick down after every card. Okay, that's fine. But it seems to me that the enemy has a lot of ways of just negating your status effects. Just like with the fire. So unless I was going really heavily into a fire build and just had every single card was fire build, it didn't seem to do very much. Same with stuff like weakening and all that kind of jazz. It just seemed... It seemed like the game was artificially making it so that you had a harder time than the AI did. Probably because the AI has been... Well, this is obviously all speculation, but it could be that the AI has been made to be not particularly intelligent. It has like very simple sort of A, B choices to make all the time. Which means that it can be led into pitfalls if the game isn't structured in such a way to give it advantages. Because just trying to run, say, like a status effect fire build just doesn't seem to work. Not unless you took out literally everything out of your deck besides blocking and fire cards and we're just trying to spawn that, and even then I couldn't see how it would work. Because obviously the enemy just seems to just nullify so much of your debuffs purely by just doing basic actions. I know that you can do the same as well, judging from how stuff was working when I was playing cards, but it did seem that it was more stacked in the AI's favour than in the player's favour. I don't know. I'm not particularly a fan. Prisoners of Ulag'Bal. I'll leave a link in the description below if you're interested. Goodbye.